Welcome back to the Boot Tragedies. We're finally back, and obviously it's the NFL Draft Round 1 today. And the Saints select Taliese, Fuaga, Oregon State, a tackle. Obviously, tackle is a big position of need for the Saints with Ryan Ramczyk being on one leg or having one knee. Trevor Penning obviously is not going to get to play. We didn't re-sign Andrews Pete, who was really good at left tackle for us this year, and then James Hurst just retired. So the Saints were probably going to take a tackle in this draft, but the way it played out, man, they had a lot of options. So we're going to look back in a couple years because, I mean, I don't think a defensive guy, went until after the Saints pick. So if any one of these defensive guys end up being, stars or sleepers, anything like that, it'll just be interesting to look at. Now, let's get right off the bat. The Saints taking a tackle is not a bad pick. No one could come here and say we didn't need a tackle. We shouldn't have taken a tackle. The guy's a good player. I'm not mad at the pick at all. I didn't, excuse me, I didn't watch him a lot, so I'm not going to pretend that I know he's, how good he is. From everything I've read, everything I've seen in the last, 15 minutes, seems like he's a hell of a player. 6'4", had his measurements actually. I mean, he's a pretty big dude. 6'6", excuse me, 324 pounds at the NFL Combine. They think he's a really, really good player from everything I've seen, like I said. But man, let me just tell the truth right now. I wanted Brock Bowers so bad. Dynamic player, pass catcher, man. Can block in the run game. Just a special player. Unfortunately, he went one pick before us to the Raiders. Don't know why they took him when they just drafted a tight end a year before. So the Raiders, y'all are now my biggest ops. First, y'all gave us a used car. Then y'all take Brock Bowers from us. Just not too happy about that. I won't stay here too long because I'm going to go watch Fuaga. And I might drop a video tonight just because we got to see what we got. I saw him playing right tackle. I don't know if, he's going to be able to move over to that left side of the ball. I don't know if he plays snaps at left tackle. Like I said, I haven't done a lot of research on him just because I didn't watch a lot of tackles in this draft. It was a lot of good tackles. I didn't want to watch all of them. I watched some tight ends, watched some running backs, watch some receivers, of course. The sexy positions. Wasn't going to watch a lot of offensive tackles or offensive guards. If we drafted one, then I was going to start doing my homework on him. So I'll definitely start looking at him. 14 pick in the draft. I wanted us to move down. I'll kind of tell you my thought process. Once the Raiders went through Bowers, I think it was a lot of good offensive line and a lot of good defensive linemen out there. And I did see a tweet that said the Saints were looking for trade partners to move down. Maybe they couldn't find something that they liked, so they just went ahead and selected Fuaga. I'd love a trade down, man. Maybe getting that second round, maybe another third round pick, because obviously we need picks in this draft because we don't have a lot of high value picks. So now we're going to spend it here. We'll see if we move up in the draft. The Saints are always aggressive. We'll just not be paying attention to the draft, and all of a sudden the Saints will be on the clock with the 45th pick. That's just, the stuff we do. So we'll see how that goes along as the draft goes, man. But I'm about to tap into his film. Let's see what he does. Let's see how good he is, and then we'll go from there. But man, hey, I'm not mad at a tackle pick. I'm not going to sit here and rip and rave about how bad of a pick it is, how good of a pick it is. Hey, time will tell. I'm just glad we didn't take a defensive end that was 6'5", 270 that ran a 4.4 because we've seen how that worked out already. Just glad took a tackle, an actual tackle that everyone was high on, not a guy that's, projected to be a 3 or 4 year project like Trevor Penning. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with him. I'm going to watch this film, and hey, I'll be back with y'all a little later, man. But thank y'all for tuning in once again. As always, it's the Boot Tragedies.